What is up, my gamers? It's gonna be my third try at this. So I'm trying something new. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm taking inspiration from other YouTubers that do this. Play this game, Timefall 2, you know. Sheesh. Still looks amazing. And just kind of tell you a story. Okay, taking heavy inspiration from Scrubby, all that. Okay. And so no way is this unique or anything. This is something that's been done before, and people are big on this. Okay? So this, I do not take any credit for this being a new thing or anything. Okay? But yes, you did read the title correct. I'm gonna tell a story of almost got jumped at school. Yep, you heard me. Full ass jumped. I'm not talking about a couple kids trying to beat me up at the same time. I mean, like, they were gonna try to, like, 10, 15 of them. Some of them in fucking, like, some of them are, like, look like they're seniors. But really just big, like, 10th graders. I don't know. I'm not worried about that right now. You know, some of them in 10th grade and all that, okay? And that's, but before we get into why and all this, you need some backstory. 2 people you need to remember. Skinny kid, scrawny, has nothing on his body, okay? We're gonna call him, Skinny Bones Jones. Okay, Skinny Bones Jones. Okay, very frail kid. And we have a bigger kid. By bigger, I mean like he's fat. Okay, he's bigger in that way. And we're gonna call him Tony. Yep. So Tony over here, me and him are like we're homies, but we're not homies, if you know what I mean. Like, me and him, we'll talk every once in a while. We have a couple classes together. And, you know, we're just kind of like, you know, exchange conversations. And Skinny Bones Jones, he was just kind of a kid that, you know, talks. One of those type of kids, you know. Kids can't do anything, but talks like he can. But this starts between an argument between those two. So they were bickering all day about at school. Okay, and 2 things you need to know. I walk home every day from my school. Well, not every day. No, I actually get picked up now. After this situation, I get picked up. But so you know, where I used to walk and all that, there was this canal on my old school, And you know, I was just like Skinny Bones Jones and what do we call him? John. We're gonna Jimmy. Jimmy, we're changing big kid's name to Jimmy. Jimmy and Skinny Bones Jones were arguing the whole day, and after school they were about to fight. And by fight, I mean Jimmy had enough of his bullcrap, and he just told him, "Please leave me alone. I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to fight and all that." So he's being nice. He's trying to defuse the situation. No, he's trying to defuse the situation. You know. And then this dude, okay, Skinny Bones Jones is trying to make fun of him for being a big kid. Okay, for being fat. Me, I'm not fat, but I'm not skinny, if you know what I mean. When I'm standing up, people think I'm like skinny and all that. I'm like about the average. When I'm sitting down, people are kind of like, oh, he kind of, I thought he was super skinny. I get a little belly when I sit down, I guess you could say. You're good. So I'm decently tall. not 6 foot yet and all that, but you know, I'm one of the tallest kids at my school. Like, second tallest. Third tallest or so. Yeah, I'm third. So, you know, I'm like up there with the big, tall kids and all that. So, you know, I'm just walking the way that I need to go. And I see they're arguing. And again, I just, like, Jimmy was just trying to tell him, can you go away, please? You do this every day. You try to make fun of me for my way and all that. I just don't want to deal with it today. And Skinny Bones Jones is getting all up in his face. Oh, what you gonna do about it, huh? Huh? And he punches him. Ha, look. What you gonna do about it? You can't fight me. And he just gets annoyed of it. And Jimmy gets, like, barely punched in the nose, okay? Like, it looked like he, like, got tapped on the nose. He starts bawling his eyes out. So I'm trying to hold back laughter. And then he starts acting all tough like he RKO'd him and all that. And he starts acting like he could beat up anybody at the school. And I'm walking past Skinny Bones Jones. At Skinny Bones Jones, I told Skinny Bones Jones, you need to chill out before I or somebody at this school drops your ass. Okay? So he's like, oh yeah, what you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do about it? There's one other kid. We're gonna name him. He doesn't have any big part to play this, so we're just gonna name him side character. Side character is telling him, hey yo, you need to chill out. Just telling the one kid, you need to chill out, okay? Stop throwing a fit. There doesn't need to be a fight. After I told him you need to chill out before I was going to drop your ass. And, you know, I walk across the street. My school gave away, like, these little, baggy things that had, like, different types of, like, fruit. I had a fruit box and just a couple other stuff for the weekend, you know. Cup of noodles, pudding, and all that. Granola bars. No, the basic school lunch. Basically what it is. Except for the ramen. The ramen was actually why I got it. The ramen and the juice box, because if you say you don't like juice boxes, you lie. I don't care, I'll be a 50-year-old man and I'll still think juice boxes are the best thing in the world. Because, I mean, why juice boxes are the best. So, you know, I had that in my hands, told him, crossed the street. He had his other friend with him. They walked into this, like, canal. You should know what a canal is. No. They walk into this little, like, canal area. And I crossed the road because, you know, I just need to cross the road to get back to my house. So I'm crossing the road. I get over there. Everybody else is left. They come rolling out of the canal. And then they start acting all tough when I'm across the road. Kids walk away before because, you know, I'm able to actually hit them. And then when they're across the road, he acts tough. So, you know, they start calling me fat and all that. And I was just like, bro, I don't want to hear you talk, Mr. Skinny Bone Jones. Okay. Skinny Bone Jones. He is like, oh, I swear I still hate this kid. He starts calling me fat and all that. And I'm just like, I'm not having it today. I didn't have a good day at school. So, you know, I was just gonna like, bro, chill out. I don't want to have to go over there. Okay. They start calling me fat. I'm like, oh no. Oh, you hurt my feelings so bad over here with your non-existent anything on your body. I'm so offended. Yeah, at least I have something on my body. Over here looking like you haven't eaten in 10 years. Over, you don't even have to put muscle on you. And you know, he kind of shuts up after that. Which I was glad about. It was the weekend, so I go home. And I'm not thinking anything of it. I think, oh, it's over with. He's gonna leave me alone. His friend's gonna leave me alone. Okay. So, get back. I actually completely forgot about it. Because, you know, I just played games all the weekend. You know, had to chill out with the homies, you know, just had a good weekend after a bad week at school. So, you know, I just you know, get to school, go into my classes, and he rolls up on me, trying to act all tough in front of his friends. Friends are behind him. His friends are a bunch of yes men. You know what that means? They just kind of cheer you on no matter what you say, even if you can't do it. Guys think I could beat him up and absolutely just wreck him? Yeah, easily. He won't be able to do nothing. Stuff like that, okay? And he started, I'm just trying to get to my next class because my school has this rule: if you're late, you get lunch detention. No, I ain't trying to stay inside during lunch because, you know, no one likes staying inside. I want to go outside. I'm gonna go play football or whatever we decide to play. Basketball. I think, no, yeah, that's where we play basketball. You know. So I'm heading out. Well, not to lunch. I'll head into my next class. Not trying to be late. He gets up on my face. Oh, where are you trying to go in such a hurry? My next class, what you think? Screw you. And he just kind of, you know, oh, you sure you're just not scared of me? Huh? Now that we're up close and personal? I'm just kind of like, bro, okay, cool. I still don't really care. Oh no, that's a lot of them. So, you know, I just kind of, just trying to get to my class. And then Skinny Bones Jones gets up in my face, and I tell him, you better get out of my face before you get dropped to the floor. And you get your little feelings hurt. Okay. That's exactly how I said it, definitely. So, you know, I just kinda oh my double tears. You know, I'm just like, bro, can you get out of my face before I drop you, okay? And he gets even closer. He pushes me back, but then I say, oh, what you gonna do, huh? Call your ground? What are you gonna do? Call your mommy? Okay. That's what he says to me. And I said, no, I'm gonna call your mom and tell her how much of a good night we had last night, okay? No. we're in middle school, you know. I'm obviously gonna come up with some dumb remark just to get him mad. And he goes, what'd you say? Pushes me. Oh, this one. So, you know, I'm just kind of, you know, you know, I got him a little mad because he was trying to get me mad. Should I have said that? In hindsight, no. There's no reason for me to say it. He wasn't, but, you know, no harm, no foul. And then he gets mad, pushes me, okay? But he throws the first punch. And, you know, the first punch you want to land first, because normally the guy that does the first punch is most likely gonna win. He misses the first punch. I literally took a step back when he punched. Like, not even like a big step, like one of those tiny, you know, those steps that you take when someone tells you to back up. You just take like one decent step back. I did one of those. And he missed. And I kind of laughing like, he's like, what you laughing? I was like, how'd you miss that? I'm sorry, but that's kind of sad. And he goes, oh, I'll show you something sad. And then he proceeds to try to punch me again. And this time, he actually landed it. But he landed it like on my chest area, you know, like just my pec or something. And I'm just like, oh, ow, that hurt so much. And he's like, okay, my turn? And he's like, yeah, I'll see what you can do. Well, no, like, he didn't say that, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was done, I was fed up with him. And I just, quite literally just, I picked him up off the ground. Yes, I said picked him up off the ground. And threw him. I proceeded to throw him onto the ground. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And then he proceeds, you know, still trying to act cool in front of his friends. He tries to get up, and I kicked him. I like full on. I said boom, boom, when he was halfway out. I said, okay, just leave me alone. We don't have a problem again. And his friends tried to get up in my face, and I'm like, okay, you want to go too? He's like, you know what? Nah. And I was just like, oh, well. So I just go on with my day. I wasn't late to my class, barely. Don't tell the principal, he doesn't, because, you know, he's going to get in more trouble, because it's mine was self-defense. No one tells the principal. I don't get in trouble for that fight. He's throwing a face fit now, because he lost the fight when I told him not to fight me. So now he's mad at me. I don't really care what he thinks. And I think that's gonna be the end of the story. He's gonna be mad, and I'm just gonna go on with my day. Week later, like 2 weeks later, my friend sends me a message. Hey yo, this is up to you. I wouldn't come to school today. And I was just like, why? Skinny Bones Jones has a couple other kids, and now they're trying to find you. And I was like, okay, I'm not scared of Skinny Bones Jones. Okay. Well, this was... Okay. So I'm just like, okay. I told my parents what's going on. They said, okay, just get your work done, go to school tomorrow. If anything happens, you get kicked out of school for a fight or anything, we won't be mad, because he's trying to start stuff first. You know, parents are real ones. If it's a fight that somebody else caused and all that, they don't really care. They throw the first punch, you know. So I get to school the next day. I get showed this video of Kim having a couple of these big kids after school trying to find me. And you know, my friends kind of tell him, hey, yo, back off. I'm friends with big kids, kind of like big polys. You know what I mean? You guys should know what poly means, okay? Yeah, I'm friends with like those big kids like that, okay? And you know, I just kinda, you know, I'm not worried about these kids. You know, first off, I beat Skinny Bone Jones in a 1v1. So, you know, show up the next day. They showed this video. His friends back off. Skinny Bones Jones still tries to act cool. And you know, my friends are kind of like, oh, we walk the same way, just kind of stay closer to us today. And I was like, I'm not worried. You know, kids want to jump me, they tried, and all that. But you would think I'd be the end of the story, you know, I almost got jumped right there. That would be the end. No, we got closer, okay? So we leave the school. I'm kind of chilling back on my phone when my friends are a little bit ahead of me. This car pulls up, okay? pulls up next to us, and the one kid's in there, and he's like, "Hey yo," but he said, "Hey yo, B." No, I can't say it because this needs to get recommended to people. Hey yo, B word. Think you tough now? Pulls out with a couple big kids. I was like, oh, I'm so scared. My big poly friends turned around and be like, hey, what happened about yesterday? You trying to fight? And I was like, yeah, you trying to fight Skinny Bones Jones? And they're like, you know, and they proceed to try to jump me. First off, Skinny Bones Jones went down to the ground. His eyes didn't open up. Man fell harder than anything. I didn't throw him this time. I just landed one good punch onto his jaw and he was out. Okay, this was all filmed. Out like a light. His other friends, my big poly friends, just kind of push his other friends and they get knocked down to the ground. And one of them just, he full on, like, the getaway driver, whoever it was, we looked at him and he just drove off with them three right there. And those other ones ran off. And, you know, told the school what was going on. I'm surprised. I'm good. I'm good friends with that. I was good friends with that principal. You know, I'm still good friends with her. So she was like, okay, I'll let you guys off with a warning this one time. So, you know, I pulled a clutch there with my friends, you know. Some of them stole me like 15 bucks. But yeah, that's the story where they tried to jump me and, you know, they failed. So, yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, you know, like it, you know, like it, share it with your friends, subscribe. And tell me if you liked this type of story. Because I got a bunch of other stories for you guys. Okay. I just wanted to try this out. Yeah. You know what I like to say here? Peace.